Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I was not muted, guys. God damn it. I wasn't muted. It wasn't muted. I do appreciate you guys letting me know. No, what happened is my mic is doing the thing again where it's screwing up if I move it, and I have to test it. And I tested it right before we started, and I have to unplug it and plug it back in. Well, when you do that on Hangouts, you have to go make your primary mic again, and if you don't do that, then you can't hear. Oops, sorry about that. Oh shit. No, I had been muted, so when you guys said that, I looked like, wait, no, I'm not muted. What the hell? Oh yeah, whoops. That there was a minute of your life you're never getting back. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. Speaking of that, for those of you who said I was late, I am never late. I am never late to this show because this show starts exactly when I do. It's the beauty of this show. It is later than I like to do it. I prefer to do it so that people have it for drive time if they want it. You get it for evening drive time today. But for those of you who've been following me this last weekend, I had a rough weekend, y'all. And no, college kids, not that kind of fun rough weekend. No. I had old man, dear God, why am I still alive? Bad weekend. Which did include a small fall down the stairs. And unfortunately not nearly enough sleep. So last night we finished our game stream, and I was too out of it to do a Monkey in the Morning, so I just did a separate game stream by myself. And at the end of it, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. About 4:30 in the morning, I crawled into bed, and I know I watched a full episode of Married with Children and a partial episode, so I was probably asleep by 5. And I woke up at 7, well, about 7:30, convinced that it was 7 p.m. Like, I got to get up and get stuff done. And I looked outside. I'm like, this has got to be morning time. Just check. I'm like Daniel Boone up in this shit. Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, one of them. I can look outside and go, yeah, it's evening. I realized it was morning time. Like, oh, fuck that. So I crawled back into bed, and half hour later, so I got back to sleep. And then I woke up at 10:30. So I still haven't got much sleep, but I have enough to bitch and whine for a few hours at you lovely people about the state of our fucking affairs. Have you guys looked at the news and stuff today? Oh my God. I am so happy I didn't do an early show because I would have missed all of this. I mean, I wouldn't have missed it. We'd cover it, tomorrow. But, oh my God. The first thing I was greeted with when I went on to my Twitter today. Oh, real quick. Hey, Scribbles, how you doing, man? And hi to all of chat, especially the lovely nuts. So I log into my Twitter, and somebody has retweeted a video. Well, they didn't retweet it. They tweeted a video. I don't know where they got the original from. It's embedded in their thing. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how do you just embed it? I guess you have to download it and upload it like you would a picture. I never do that crap. Anyway, it's this dude who was on Joe Scarborough this morning or yesterday morning or eventually. He was on eventually. And he's telling how Democrats need to win. How Democrats need to win going forward, coming into 2020. How do we beat the big bad orange man? And he said really, really stupid shit. A bunch of really stupid shit, including one that just made me go, "What the fuck are you actually talking about right now?" Bloodwing, you don't have to take it, but I am tossing you a link if you want to come hang out, bud. Anyway, first of all, he said they have to take the low road. He didn't use that exact word. He said, with all due respect to Michelle Obama, when they take the high road, when they take the low road, he actually said, I'm trying not to misquote him. When they take the high road, when they take the low road, what we have to do is get in there with them or some stupid shit like that. Arguing that the Democrats need to play dirty because they don't do that already, guys. Now, before we go any further, to appease all you out there, all the hashtag not all and all that kind of crap, yes, dirty politics goes on both sides. And the other stuff I'm going to talk about, yes, it goes on both sides. But listening to this guy, it was just so funny to hear him talk about how they need to go low too. I'm like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? You guys actually promoted a woman who talked about the president having a dick like a Mario character. But that ain't the low road, y'all. I can't wait to see what the fucking low road is if talking about the president's Mario dick isn't. But then he goes on to say my favorite part. This is the part that just made me go, what the fuck are you talking about? He said, the Democrats, okay, I think I quoted it specifically in my tweet. So let me get it because I want to, like I said, I don't want to take this man out of context. He said the one things that Dems have to do that they never, or have to use that they never use is fear. The man actually said that. The man actually fucking said that. The thing that the Dems have to use that they never use is fear. Like, do you just not watch TV at all? Not read newspaper? What in the actual fuck are you watching? Good, or thank you, Old Grouchy Gamer says, Monkey in the morning. Monkey, we're in the same time zone. Here by a clock. Look, it is morning somewhere. Remember, it is always morning somewhere. I should make that shirt. It's always morning somewhere. Monkey in the morning. Democrats never use fear. He actually said that. They never use it. The party that was telling gay people that Trump would, like, I don't know, throw them off buildings. That they were going to lose all their rights. Gay people, you were going to lose all your rights if Trump was elected. By the way, that's not fear-mongering. That's not fear-mongering. I couldn't actually fucking believe they said that. Well, he said it, not they. And I do know a lot of people who believe that. Like, they don't use fear tactics. The fuck they don't. It's what do you mean they don't? It's like their bread and butter. And again, not saying Republicans don't, but that's all they have. That's literally what they run on. Look, we're going to have concentration camps. That's not fearful. It's saying that we're actually turning into Nazi Germany, guys. If you let Trump stay, we're going to turn into actual Nazi Germany. That's not fear, man. And they get away with saying it's not fear. Exactly. Aether Toast just said it. Remember, it's not fear mongering if it's facts. Yeah, because that's what. So we're not fear mongering. We're just telling the truth, and that's truth with an F, not TH. Hi, Bloodwing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Evidently better than you are. How are you?
I'm drugged up for the minute. I'm about to, because fuck, it's not helping a lot. But thank you, Red Shield, who said Democrats never use fear. And remember, we only have 12 years left. Indeed, right?
Right.
Yeah, we have to fight global warming because we're all going to die in 12 years. Not fear mongering. It's fact. Remember,
we're all going to be like the dinosaurs and go extinct.
They have their truth. My truth, y'all. My truth. Yes. Hashtag my truth. Chat is like, I'm just going to sit here and read chat because they're getting to it before I can.
Yeah.
Hashtag my truth.
Wait a minute. That's not the way you say it. You don't say truth.
I don't say truth, man. Truth is only there when it's my truth.
Yeah.
And I don't have my truth. I share the truth that everybody shares.
Got it.
And the only time it sounds like I say truth is if I'm exhaling as I say it.
Yeah. Just don't call Baltimore a rat-infested crap hole, you know.
We're going to get to that in a second. Because I got some shit to say about that too. So we started with this asshole who's saying, the Democrats give you something they never use, fear. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be one of those days. And it has been so far. Oh, it's been beautiful. It's been glorious. Is glorious a word? It is now. The next thing I came across, so there's a, I don't want to call it a celebration, an observance going on in Ghana right now, about American slavery.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what it is. They're having some observance from this is what Nancy, I'll put the tweet on the screen because it's important. It's important, y'all. Let's throw it up there so y'all can see what the hell I'm talking about. This is what Nancy Pelosi tweeted out. To Representative Cummings, with love from Ghana, where we're solemnly observing 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in America. Thank you, Elijah, for fearlessly speaking the truth. Now, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of black people surrounding that little honky in the middle, right? But the only one she specifically singled out in any tweet about this was Elijah Cummings. Now, why do you think that might be? Because of Trump. Trump just tweeted about him a couple of days ago. And all hell broke loose because Trump said Baltimore was a rat and rodent infested city that people don't want to live in. Which, by the way, made a CNN anchor cry. A dude, a goddamn man, got on CNN and cried because the president called Baltimore a rat and rodent infested place that no people would want to live in. What the hell's his name? I know it's something Blackwell. Trevor Blackwell? No, I can't remember the first name, but something Blackwell. He's a host of one of the CNN weekend shows. Motherfucker cried. Dude,
last I checked, people were dying to get out of Baltimore, and it's been like that for decades.
Blood. It is so glorious. It is so glorious because he tells a story. He starts off, he's all, stiff upper lip about it. And he tells us, I wanted to. Because he's talking about, no people want to live there. He goes, I did, sir. From when I was born until I went to college. Like, wait, so you don't live there now? So the only time you lived there was literally when you were a ward of your parents and had no other choice? Huh. And once you had the choice, you haven't gone back. Huh. It's almost like people don't want to live there. Thank you, Snowstorm. Anyone here storming Area 51? No, I don't want to get shot. I'm allergic to getting shot. Victor Blackwell, thank you, Mr. Monopoly. Yeah, and if somebody else said it, I missed it, but thank you.
Thank you to those that have said hi to me out in chat. I don't have my I'm chillaxing. My keyboard's not in my lap, so I can't answer you in chat. Sorry.
Dude, you have a microphone. You don't have to answer in chat.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about having the microphone. Like, hi guys, how you doing? Hey, nice to see you. Nice ass. So Trump makes this tweet, and now Nancy Pelosi throws this out there, right?
Right.
With love from Ghana. Which led Ilhan Omar to say, remembering the unfathomable cruelty and pain experienced by so many of our ancestors and how far we've come as a nation.
What?
Hang on. Wait.
Okay.
Wait for it. We will not allow those filled with hate to drag us backwards. We will continue our march forward. The next 6 minutes, thank you so much. Cry on camera, Peak Soy. Was he lactating mid-cry? Probably, but he was wearing a suit jacket, so I couldn't tell. Now, I want to remind you, we are talking specifically about Cummings here because of a Donald Trump tweet. That's why he's being brought up. Because Donald Trump said Baltimore is a rat-infested place. And from that, we have Ilhan Omar telling us, we will not allow those filled with hate to drag us backwards. Now, remember, guys, they never use fear. They don't use fear, y'all. They don't use fear.
Here's the thing that I was going, wait a minute about. Ilhan Omar said, use the word we.
Well,
is there a mouse in her pocket that have slave ancestors? Because
apparently, yeah.
She came here from Somalia, folks.
Yeah.
God.
Now, I'll give her this one. As a country, yes, we had slaves. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
Fair enough. But why in the fuck are you comparing going back to slavery to Trump tweeting about Elijah Cummings' district? He wasn't saying it's a rat-infested city. We need to go back to slavery to fix it. Yeah. The fuck are you talking about, you crazy bitch? But yeah. That's where we're at. That is where we're at. Look, if you insult, if Donald Trump insults by the way, I don't know if you know, Elijah Cummings is a black man. Chris Saliza taught me that. Right. I didn't know it from watching C-SPAN for decades and seeing him up there. No, I needed Chris Saliza to tell me he's black. But we went from that, because Donald Trump made that tweet. Now it's like, we're not going to be dragged back. Snowstorm, thank you. It's really neat how Trump can make the Dems dance. Well, he did another one today.
I'm not even sure he knew they were going to scream out the racism thing with this. And maybe he did, but I'm not sure he did.
I don't know if he does or not. I don't know. And I've said this many times. I don't know if he is a genius or just lucky.
Yeah.
And there's part of me that goes with kind of a mixture because it is so predictable. It's so predictable. In Trump's tweets, my twoof, y'all. In Trump's tweets, he didn't say a goddamn thing about race. Nothing.
No.
And the first thing that comes out is color. He said it about a black man.
How long is it going to take before we can call out an area that's black or a black politician and it not be about race, just about being stupid? I mean, come on. It's been 150 years, folks. How long?
Snowstorm says, Forrest Trump, thank you for the donation. And yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, he just happens to be in the right place at the right time kind of thing. Forrest Trump, that is probably a good description there. Because if you watch Forrest Gump, a lot of really interesting and good things happen to this man just because he happens to be in the right place and too dumb to keep his mouth shut kind of thing. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, so remember, we're on the whole Cummings thing. This is okay. First, we have to mention crying CNN anchor, right? Chris Cillizza, a CNN editor at large. And then Keith Boykin, I don't know who this man is. I'm not familiar, but he's a CNN commentator, and he's a New York Times best-selling author from Dartmouth and Harvard Law. Dartmouth and Harvard. Oh, wait, and Columbia? And Columbia. Wow, he's been to he's certified, right? So he tweeted this out. And remember, this is a CNN editor or CNN contributor. Trump speaks on Al Sharpton, calls him a con man, Elijah Cummings, racist, Ilhan Omar, racist, Maxine Waters, low IQ, John Lewis, all talk, Obama, Kenyan, black country, shitholes, black athletes, son of a bitches, black tenants, unwelcome, lazy, or black workers, lazy, Central Park 5, guilty, Nazis, very fine people, which, by the way, no, he didn't. But another CNN contributor, Mr. Steve Cortez, I'm not familiar with him either. He tweeted this back at him, which is kind of funny. It's funny watching CNN fight with each other. He listed off a whole shit ton of white people that Trump has personally attacked. But guys, you got to ignore those. All these people you see named here that Trump has attacked, even those on his own side, Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan there, don't pay attention to those. It's racist when he attacks anybody who happens to have darker pigmentation.
And the worst part is, I remember seeing a documentary, maybe a year, 2 years ago or something, about Baltimore, about how rat infested it is.
It is. There are people right after that tweet went out and everybody started crying about it. I don't remember who it is, but they went and they were walking through Baltimore and they went into some of the abandoned, because there's a shit ton of abandoned houses there. Yeah. And you know what? There's fucking rats in them. And there's dirt. It looks like East San Francisco is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But with less Silicon Valley assholes walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, there's very little parts of Baltimore that I would walk through by myself unarmed. I'm telling you. No. But
I have decided, and I said this over on the Twitters. Yes, I'm repeating myself because not everybody follows me on Twitter, but you should. Links below. I think Trump has magical powers when he tweets. I really do. Because this weekend, he tweeted about Baltimore. And suddenly Baltimore, a city that is known for being crime infested and just dirty as fuck. Thank you, Cryptic. The same 5 people got shot in a drive-by. Which same 5 people? I talked too fast. Same day. Oh, the same day, 5 people. Yeah. Thank you. I missed a word there. See, I talked too fast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cryptic. But
we all know Monkey can't read, so
yeah, that's true. Me and Sinatra had to read news together the other day. It was funny as fuck because neither one of us can read. We can't read out loud. I can read, y'all. I just can't read out loud. Where was I? Oh, so Trump tweets out about Baltimore. And Baltimore goes from a city that's been known for being horrible, at least since the early 2000s. There's actually a show out there you guys can go check out called The Wire, based around Baltimore. And what a horrible place it was. Drug-infested shithole. Thank you. The next 6 minutes, who says Baltimore produces the rats players slay in RPGs. It's a video game joke because you often have to, the first thing you fight is rats.
Yeah.
He tweets out that it's a, rodent infested place, and suddenly, no, it is the best, beautifulest place ever. One tweet, he completely changed that city. And then today, he tweeted out about old Al Sharpton.
Oh.
And the internet blew up. It blew up.
Yeah.
Because this is what Trump tweeted. Let's take it. We'll pull it up on the screen. There we go. He says, I've known Al for 25 years. Went to fights with him and Don King. Always got along well. He loved Trump. He would ask me for favors often. Al is a con man, a troublemaker, always looking for a score, just doing his thing. Must have intimidated Comcast NBC, hates whites and cops.
Yeah, but he's not wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not, but already Sharpton. No, none of this happened. No. Trump has turned Al Sharpton into an upstanding member of society who's never been a race baiting shitbag a day in his life. Tawana Brawley never happened. Never happened.
Yeah. Yeah. His history of race baiting and hating cops goes back a long way. Back to at least when he was a regular guest on the Morton Downey Jr. show, which was a long time ago, folks.
For those of you who don't know what Tawana Brawley is or why that's important here.
Right.
In November of 1987, a young woman had been missing for 4 days, Miss Tawana Brawley.
Mm-hmm.
And she was found just outside of her apartment in a garbage bag, covered in feces. Her clothes had been burned. Her shoes had been cut. She had slurs written on her in charcoal. And she claimed that she'd been abducted and repeatedly raped in the woods over by 6 men over a 4-day period. 6 white men, one of whom
just happened to be a cop. Yeah,
was a cop. And she is the reason we all know Al Sharpton, because Al Sharpton saw this and went, "Oh hell yeah, I'm about to be famous, y'all." Unfortunately, Miss Brawley lied her ass off. For instance, she claims that she was in the woods, just held out in the woods for 4 days with overnight freezing temperatures. Showed no signs of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
The rape kits they ran, no sign of rape. Her burned clothes, skin not hurt. The shoe that had been cut through, not a mark on her foot. None of it. None of this shit was real. But Al Sharpton used it to promote himself into the public consciousness, promoting the idea of these horribly racist cops. He actually got sued by a cop that he named.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a cop. Wasn't it a dude? Where's his? Because there was a cop who had killed himself right around the time of this happening, and it turned out the guy had killed himself because he was trying to be a state trooper and that didn't work, and his girlfriend had just dumped him, so he killed himself. It was horrible.
Right.
And Al Sharpton decided to character assassinate that man over it because, it happened around the same time. I'm trying to find the exact guy. Stephen Pagonis, that's who it is. He was an assistant district attorney. I can talk. At the time, who gave an alibi for the policeman had killed himself. He's like, I was with him at the time. So you know what Al Sharpton did? You're a rapist. You're the one who did it. By the way, Al Sharpton was successfully sued over that, and one of his one of his cohorts, his lawyer, actually got disbarred over it.
Yeah. This was the incident that actually put Morton Downey Jr. on the map for the short brief period he was a superstar on TV.
Oh yeah. He covered it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget Al's organization pulled in a shit ton of money too. Oh yeah. Al's a dirty bitch. He just is. And he is a race baiting motherfucker, and he has been his entire public life. It's what he does. He's one of those race baiters. He sees race everywhere. But don't worry about it, guys. Trump tweeted about it. So all of that doesn't exist anymore. This is what let me get back to it. Kamala Harris, because of what Trump said, tweeted this out. The Reverend Al has spent his life fighting for what's right and working to improve our nation, even in the face of hate. It is shameful, yet it is shameful yet unsurprising that Trump would continue to attack those who have done so much for our country. See, Trump turned Al Sharpton from a lying, race baiting piece of shit into somebody who's done so much for our country. It's amazing. Trump has magical properties. So see, I thought, he's either lucky or he's really smart, and it's not. It's neither of those things. He's a wizard. He's a wizard, Harry. Cryptic, thank you. Al, resist we much. Sharpton, racist and stupid. Look, Al's you're right, and thank you for the donation. Sharpton's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. He's become the Jesse Jackson of the political circuit. For those of you who don't know, it used to be back in the day. If you wanted to run for the presidency, you had to go kiss Jesse Jackson's ass as a Democrat. Sorry, you had to go kiss his ass. And now it's not him anymore. Now it's Al Sharpton for some reason.
Well, he is looking better Corey, since he lost all that weight.
Is he? He looks like he got AIDS, herpes, and started taking heroin at the same time. Corey, thank you. Wait until Trump talks about Hitler. I know, right? He could turn Hitler into like Gandhi.
Hey, maybe I could get Trump to diss my YouTube channel, and it'll just blow up.
I keep trying to say things offensive I don't try to say things. I point them out after I say them. Oh, that would be a good one for somebody to report. And nobody ever does. They never go to the right places and get me in trouble. Far asked, why so late? Why so late over on Twitter? I explained that earlier. I had a rough weekend. I just couldn't stream earlier. But that's what I woke up into today, guys. That was my early morning Twitter expedition. Is that a good word for it? That's what I always wake up and I read Twitter as I'm taking my medicine and stuff, just to see what kind of fucketry is going on. I know there's people who hate Twitter. I love Twitter. I fucking love it.
Well, I hate this new Twitter, but that's all for.
I hate the look of it. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Twitter is a good way to catch up on what's on the news if you're paying attention.
Yeah, you can be.
You're gonna get somebody's dumbass take about it, but okay, what's trending in the news right now? It's also a good way to see just dumb people talk, which I really enjoy. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Now the other big news story, and it's one I don't really want to talk about. There was a shooting in California.
Oh,
where a little kid got killed. There's I forget the guy's name. I don't really care about him. But it's funny because they're already painting. He was reading a white supremacist screed. We'll talk about that in a second. Blind Press says, you sound like you're feeling better today. You're catching me at the beginning of my day. About an hour after I took what time is it? About 2 hours after I took my meds. So I'm at peak medicated. Give me an hour and ask. Give me an hour and see how I sound. This asshole who did this shooting, he had an Instagram account, which they've shut down, apparently. Yes, the Garlic Festival, which is a weird festival name, which I kind of want to go to because I love garlic. But during the last band of the night or day's performance, whatever it was, a guy pulled out a gun. He shot I think he killed 3 and shot like 6 more. I forget the exact numbers, but one of the ones that was killed, was a 6-year-old kid. We're not going to focus on it, Eric. Hang on. But he had this Instagram post that he put up, and I wish I had saved it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But he basically was warning about what he was going to do in a kind of vague way.
Uh-huh.
And in it, he says that people need to read a book. What's it called? Might is Right. It's a book from 1890 that it's basically a anarchist book. It's literally all about, being the strong. The strong deserve to rule because they're the strong.
Right.
But it also it's a take on Nietzsche, and I haven't read it. People on Twitter are telling me it's a white supremacist thing, and that it talks about the domination of women. I don't know. The one thing I do know that they're not talking about, nobody's brought this up yet, is that this book heavily influenced the Satanic Bible. Now I've already seen, this is a white supremacist book. White supremacy causes. How much do you think we're going to see Satanists cause this? Now, I'm not saying they did. I don't blame them at all. But I mean, the people make these connections where they want to. And you know what? Maybe he's a little piece of shit white supremacist. We don't know. This just happened, you shitbags.
Yeah.
But yeah, he told people to read that. And the funny thing is, the quote that everybody's putting up about that proving he's a white supremacist, he actually degrades white people in it. He actually says Silicon Valley white twats. So, yeah, why not?
Okay, and so what if they do find out he's a white supremacist? What's that mean? I mean, they've been around for a very long time. I mean,
yeah, and I don't support white supremacy, and I'm glad the police shot this fucker dead. I wish they'd got him quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the narrative though, man. It's good. That's what's going on, man. It's white supremacy, man. It did it again.
Oh, I get it. They're trying to say because Trump's in office, he's validating the white supremacists.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. We have a winner. Get that man a Cupid doll. Yeah. Those are the big stories today. Consider yourself newsed, as the good folks over at Ghost Poo Podcast would say.
You've been newsed.
You've been newsed. That always sounds dirty. You've been newsed. Do you think Chris Cillizza says that when he finishes masturbating? Because I was going to say when he finishes banging his wife. I was like, come on, he doesn't do that. Cryptic, thank you. Camel Toe Harris already using this for points. Yeah, everybody's going to. It's what happens. And if it turns out that this wasn't actually, the police are giving a live update right now. Oh shit, I can't watch that at the moment. Apparently, the police are giving a live update on the California Food Festival shooting investigation. So we'll probably have that written up here soon. You've been newsed all over the backs. You've been newsed. I feel like if I was a reporter or somebody, I would say that after I banged some chick.
I feel so dirty.
You've been newsed. Oh my God, it's a world. It's a fun world, man. Well, not always fun. The shooting thing, not fun at all. The political world. People, I know a lot of people like, I just don't like politics, and I'm like, why not? It's so much fun.
Well, I like separate to laugh at it, as you know, because you've been on my live streams. I like to laugh at the stupid side of it. You know, it's just when we start, you start digging into policy and this, that, and the other. My brain goes, okay, not interested. Whether I want it to or not.
Yes, Barry. The shooter says it was of Iranian descent. He claimed to be Iranian and Italian. I read too much about this morning. Excuse me, but yeah, the actual policy part, I can see that can weigh on you. If you care at all, it can weigh on you a lot.
Yeah.
But if you're just watching it, people who love Game of Thrones don't like politics. I'm like, are you not paying attention?
That's all that show was about.
I love House of Cards. Man, I hate politics. I'm like, are you paying attention? You could get this for free just in the news.
Yeah.
Well, not most news sources. They all charge these days.
Yeah.
Why does left always blame white supremacy? Does it not matter if he wasn't motivated by such? Of course it doesn't. Don't you remember the other shooting? Of course you don't. There was that shooting with the trans kid did. It was the two people and one of them was trans. Yeah, that shit got out of the media like that, man.
Oh yeah.
That was gone in 60 seconds. Like, oh, that didn't happen. Did Trump tweet about it? That make it go away? I don't know what happened. Yeah, it just disappeared. Like, oh wait, it's a blue-haired, can I talk to your manager type? That shooting never happened. Yeah, it absolutely does matter to them who did it. And that's why you see certain stories blow up and other stories not. Michael, thank you. Chris calls a black bull to do it for him.
Mm-hmm.
Cuxaliza. The Virginia Beach shooter was a black guy. The Virginia Beach shooter. We've had too many shootings. They all kind of run together.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was about 6 months ago or something in Virginia Beach, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, they just, I mean, and that's not a good thing. But here's the thing. People are like, there's just so many shootings. They've always happened, guys. There's always been a lot of shootings. We have a lot of guns.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not saying guns cause violence, but they make it easier. And it does a lot. When you don't have guns, it's hard to shoot people.
Yeah, it is a little hard.
Makes it difficult.
But you got a slingshot, you know.
$20 says the headline starts with just days after Trump's racist tweets. You're right, Frosted. And again, I want to be very clear here. I'm not blaming guns. I support gun rights. I have no problem against them. But because we have guns, people do end up getting shot. It happens a lot, all the time. But your chance of getting shot, the media, because by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this, a lot of them are a bunch of pinko commie fuckwads. They hate guns, man. You know why? Because you can't have a communist nation with a whole shit ton of guns around. Because when the people start starving, they're gonna come for the comrade in charge. So yeah, they hate it. You got to get rid of those before you can start getting your communist utopia. Okay. Those two words should never go together, communist and utopia, because they just don't belong.
Yeah, they're kind of at odds.
But anyway, so the press is, they want you to be, you got to be afraid of gun violence. Your chances of getting shot are fucking slim. Very slim. Very slim. But they sensationalize it, so you're afraid, so you're more willing to go, yes, take away the guns.
Look, I live, it's no secret. I've mentioned it many times. I live in a redneck ghetto. I mean, that's for real. I'm not making that up. It's a redneck ghetto. Lots of poor rednecks live here that can't afford to live anywhere else. And I will guarantee you that at least 3 out of every 4 people on the street here in this neighborhood are packing. I guarantee you. And I guarantee there's one in every house in this neighborhood. And relatively, the shootings here are very small. We don't have many.
Well, that's the thing. They like to tout the statistic, like 390 million guns in the country.
Right.
If that made the country dangerous, we'd all be gone because there's more guns than people here.
Yeah. And I mean, does it happen? Sure it does. But relatively compared to how many people there are here and over time, we probably get 1 or 2 shootings in this neighborhood a year, something like that. And when you're talking about guns in the hands of stupid rednecks, that's not bad numbers.
Exactly. Dude, I've seen rednecks do some dumb shit where you're like, okay, that should have been an accidental shooting. Green Thunder says, there's a fair number of shotguns hanging on the wall. I ain't never seen one of them jump off and shoot me. It's amazing. It's almost like they're just an inanimate tool. that people can use. Yeah, that's why they play this up, and that's I didn't mean to dismiss the Virginia Beach shooting. I just don't remember it right off, because we have had a bunch, and every time one happens, it's just blasted all over the fucking news. Remember, guys, be afraid of guns. Be afraid of them guns.
Yeah,
because
somebody will probably
live this long without getting shot.
Somebody will probably call this an AR-15 shotgun that he used.
Probably. It was a fully automatic shotgun. I actually saw some asshole put up a picture of a revolver talking about a semi-automatic handgun. I'm like, that's a revolver.
Yeah. It's got the little cylinder thing in it that goes around, thus the word revolver.
Oh my God. They're so dumb. They're so dumb. At least learn about the shit before you talk about it. Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year. One of the things that earned him the worst journalism of the year thing. And if you guys don't watch John Ward, you should check out his videos. There's a great one where Don Lemon got into an argument with a guy over whether a semi-automatic weapon is the same as an automatic weapon, with Don taking the position that they're the same. And when the guy tries to explain it to him, it's like, no, they're two different things. Yeah. With an automatic weapon, you pull the trigger and they keep firing until either you let go or it runs out of bullets. With a semi-automatic weapon, you have to keep pulling the trigger every fucking time.
Yep.
And Don actually said this. That's just semantics. Like, well,
so
even if it's semantics, it makes it true.
Yeah. So do you think that you can pull that trigger as fast as that fully auto can fire? Because you can't.
These assholes are afraid of the look of guns. You can show them a picture of a fully decked out AR-15 and then just the rifle version of it, which, by the way, shoot the same fucking bullet.
Yeah.
Just a traditional rifle look. Like a hunting rifle look. Same goddamn weapon, just dressed differently. And they're like, oh, that one that looks like the military scares me. Like, they can both shoot you the same way, dumbass.
Yep.
Anthony Vogel, thank you so much. Anything explicitly not connected to left-wing / Muslim terrorists is automatically labeled white supremacy / white right-wing to those pushing the narrative. Absolutely. That is fact. That is verifiable fucking fact. There's some people that think AK means automatic cannon. There's people who think AR stands for assault rifle, which it does not.
Seamus Derby, if you can pull the trigger as fast as an automatic, okay, fine, I believe you.
What did I miss?
He's saying, he says, bullcrap, I can't, because I said you can't pull the semi-auto, you can't pull the trigger as fast as a fully auto can fire.
He can. He's got Parkinson's, so his finger just. That's not. Don't laugh at that. That's horrible.
That was shameful. That was awful.
You shouldn't give people with Parkinson's guns. They're going to hurt themselves. Teddy says I'm much more dangerous with my 30-06 than my AR-15. I was okay with an AR-15. I wasn't bad, but you put that just a standard. I think it was a 30-06 that my friend. I don't know a lot about guns, so he would hand them to me to shoot, and I'd like, yes. This one was a traditional looking rifle. I forget which one. And this is the one that he goes, make sure you plant yourself because this is going to kick like a mule. Like, I was deadly with that motherfucker. The AR-15, I was a little. My aim was a little bit off. And now you put a handgun in my hand, and I can't shoot worth a shit. Well, I can shoot. I just can't hit anything.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I can still pull the trigger.
I'm the same way. You put a rifle in my hand. It runs in my family. My grandmother was winning turkey shoots in her 80s with
nice
muzzle loaders. I kid you not. And my daughter was in the Marine Corps and had a medal for her marksmanship. But you put a rifle in my hand, I'm deadly. You put a pistol in my hand, and yeah, I can probably shoot what I'm pointing at, but I'm not nearly as accurate.
Frosted said that's why Michael J. Fox wins so many duels.
Oh, no.
I want to address a couple of other things in chat real quick. Sarah says there are speed shooters who can shoot a revolver as fast as an auto, but those are few and far between.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen
Well,
that.
like with anything, you have people who are exceptional. So why we call them exceptional, and which she pointed out. But yeah, absolutely, they're exceptional people. And Bunny says we really aren't exposed to guns in the North. I shot a gun once and I cried, even though I was really excited to try it. It's drilled into us city folks to be scared. Yeah, it is. It really is. And guns, they're safer than people want to. Again, 390 million guns.
Yeah. Sinatra, I would not doubt that my great grandma used David slingshot. She was full-blooded Cherokee Indian after all, so who knows what she's fired.
Maybe having people uncomfortable owning guns because everyone else has one. I think people just it's drilled into your head from watching all the news. It makes you scared.
Yeah, I get what you meant, Seamus, and I knew exactly where you were going, bump fire, but that's not that gun being able to fire, is it? That's giving it a little edge with an outside artifact. So it's kind of cheating, isn't it?
And I've actually seen the statistics on this and watched somebody try it. Bump fire is still not as fast as auto. It's still really close, but it's not as fast.
Yeah.
Cryptic, thank you. My M16 had auto, and it's crap for accuracy. Yeah, auto is crap for accuracy because of the kickback on any gun, unless you have it on a tripod or something. Yeah,
yeah, and that's why they have a selector switch on like the M16, where you can go
bipod.
Yeah, so
before somebody corrects me.
Yeah, so you can go from full auto to semi-auto because it is much more accurate.
Yeah, so it's just. It's shameful the way they're doing it because they remember, guys, they don't use fear. They don't use fear. But yeah, it's a tactic just to scare the shit out of you. Now a gun is a dangerous weapon, and if you get one, you need to. Monkey almost triggered Sanut with that tripod comment. I know I said the wrong word. It's a bipod when it's not a gun. I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, it's to scare you. So you're worried about, oh my God, I'm going to get shot if I step outside. Yeah, because it happens all the time, man. You just got shot 2 minutes ago. You just haven't realized it yet.
Yeah. Well, I've never been shot. I have been shot at, but I've never been shot.
Well, look at the statistics on auto accidents. Yeah. Do you know how many auto accidents there are a day? How many people die in auto accidents every year?
Yeah.
People have no problem jumping their ass in a car.
And distracting themselves with their cell phone and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. But a gun and a gun is just a tool. The same way with cars. If you're paying attention, here's the thing. Even if you're paying attention while you're driving, driving as safe as you can be, you can still end up getting hit. You can still end up somebody else fucking up and hurting you badly.
Yeah.
If it's just you with your gun and you're taking care of it and you're using it properly, there's no chance you're going to shoot yourself or anyone else. Bodacious says don't like driving either. I don't mind driving. And yeah, there's a lot of stupid people on the road.
I hate driving.
Oh man, one of my worst. We were driving to, I believe, Virginia. We were taking a trip back to see the family. My wife's family still lives down that way. But we were in our little Escort, the 4-door Escorts. And this is how many? I think we only had 2 of the kids at the time. But we're driving down this, it's like a 6-lane highway we're on, and we're in this lane, and we end up between 2 semis. And the one on my left turns on his right turn signal. I love we gonna die.
That's when you start laying on the horn to let him know you're there.
Laid on the horn and hit the gas. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, there's danger all over. Life is dangerous, y'all.
Yeah.
It is. You can't live scared, because if you do, you're not going to do any. If you stop and think about all the things that can hurt you in a day, you are never going to move. Which, by the way, not moving can hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
If you do it long enough, it can hurt you. Bed sores, y'all.
Yep. Yep. When I was in the hospital, last thing, one of the first things they put on me was this pad that taped to my backside, so that I wouldn't get bed sores.
Yeah, look, life is dangerous. Go out there and live it. And chances are you're going to live your whole life and die in your bed comfortable. And if you don't, all right, you were one of the unlucky ones.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm going to be right back, Monkey. I jumped in here
Sure.
so fast I didn't make no smoke. So,
oh, you're fine. Lindsay says chances are you're more likely to get into a car accident before you get injured in a shooting or even a gun accident. Absolutely. Because there's people are actually out there driving. Most people aren't out there shooting all the time. They have a gun for safety. They have a gun for protection. They have a gun for hunting. You're not out there actively shooting at people. I hate driving too. I love driving. I really do. Okay. I like driving on the highways here because I live far enough away from the city that the highways are mostly clear all the time. And so you can just drive. And a lot of the times there's places where, like, one of my favorite things to do is there's a city a little bit south of us. And there's speed traps all along the way, but there's an underpass that you go under. And during that little stretch, there's never any cops because they can't sit there safely. So I'm at the top of the hill coming to the overpass, and I just floor it and see how fast I can get. I don't do that anymore because I'm not a dumbass kid anymore. And yes, I realize this is dangerous behavior. I am not advocating it, but I topped my car out the one time at 105 in that little stretch. It was nice. It was fun. And I slowed right down because I had kids and I don't want to die. But yeah, I like driving. Driving's fun. You got a little music going, paying it, just enjoying the scenery, the trees flying by. Winter, I don't like driving in winter. I was in our Jeep Liberty one time, driving home from work, and there'd been a little bit of ice, is what we were told. Just a little bit of ice. I'm like, all right, I had quite a ways to drive. So they're like, you can go home if you want to. I'm like, cool, I'm gone. And I get onto the highway, that same underpass area, actually. And the road seems clear. I'm like, all right. And I didn't even hit the gas or anything. I just got onto the highway and immediately did a 360. Like, fuck me. So I slowed way down. I wasn't even going that fast. It's at the time, the speed limit here was 70. I think I was going maybe 30. Maybe. I did like 15 the whole ride home. Nobody was driving fast on that. There was actually, most of the cars that I saw that day were pulled over to the side of the road, probably wisely. Highways scare me now. Wrong way drivers have been on the rise lately. But again, you can't live your life afraid of what might be out there. You can't. Just go have fun. That's my biggest worry in life, is that I'll have regrets, that there's things I didn't do because they scared me. I am afraid of animals, y'all. Big animals, they scare me. My friend had a horse and he goes, you want to ride? And I'm like, no. But that's it. I sat there and I worked myself up. And it took me about half an hour. Walked up, I'm like, I want to ride the horse. And like, all right. And I jumped up and I rode it. And I fucking loved it. Riding a horse was fun. That's a big ass scary animal, though.
I would have loved to have took you with my uncle used to have a barrel racing horse. And I would have loved to took you on the back of him.
Oh, this horse, his what do they call him? Haunches, his shoulders.
Yeah.
Were higher than they came about mid-head to me.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm 6 foot. So this is a giant fucking animal. And like I said, giant animals scare me.
I've rode a ton of horses. I mean, I'm a redneck. Come on. Of course I have.
But again, but my point being, do things that scare you. It's fun. And you'll find out 99 times out of 100, there's no reason. I mean, you're going to have fun. You'll be fine.
Years ago, when my uncle had that barrel racing horse, my girlfriend at the time, this was long before I was married, my girlfriend at the time wanted to ride the horse, but she was like you, afraid of, the big animal. So I said, come on, I'll take you. And I got her on the back, and we're walking along fine, on the horse. And she says, "Make it go faster." Well, me being me, like, okay, if you really want to. Now, if you've never watched a barrel racer, they can turn on a dime. You guide
Yes.
them. You guide them with your knees, not the reins. I spurred that dude into full speed and started making them barrel turns. And she's screaming, "Let me off! Let me off!"
No, you got to do things that you find scary, because most of the time they're not actually that scary. You still have to be smart.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to jump on that horse Bloodwing was talking about and try that yourself without having training to do that.
Oh, heck no.
But you could probably trot. You could trot on that horse with no problem.
Because I'll tell you what, most horses are pretty smart, and they know someone that's nervous and isn't used to it,
Mm-hmm.
and they can and will take advantage of it.
Yeah, but horseback riding, that's another thing I'm never going to be able to do again. Yay.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I
What?
don't
There's a good story for you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I could ride a horse now or not. I don't know. Iffy.
Here's the thing. Every time somebody asks me, how I hurt my spine, I have no idea. Nothing happened. The pain that notified me that there was something wrong in my body started when I was sitting at a desk. And over the next month or so, it just kept getting worse and worse. There was nothing that caused it. Of all of the things, stupid shit I've done in my life that should have killed me, I was sitting at a desk, man. Sitting at a desk. You hurt your spine. Yeah, no, that's why I'm crippled, man. I have a crippling spine injury. Well, it's not crippling in the way most people think. I can use my arms and legs and everything. It's a crippling pain. My spine is bruised in my neck. Yeah, and it happened sitting at a desk. So yeah, get out there and have fun. Do things. Don't be afraid. Don't let the news scare you. Fuck the news.
I've always wanted to go, jump out of a perfectly good airplane with a parachute on, go parachuting, skydiving.
You know what made me not want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Having kids.
Yeah.
It was always something I wanted to do. And again, the chances of your chute not opening or anything are really tiny. But once I had kids, I'm like, that is not a risk I want to take. Not a risk I want to take.
Yeah. It kind of went by the way of the same way as owning a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I think most such injuries happen when sitting at a desk. I have no stats on that, Mike. I just know that's what happened to me. I was just fucking sitting there, and I got this shooting pain through my fucking rib, man. Literally took my breath away. Just like, oh. Yeah, it just got worse and worse. So I was like, finally, I have to go see what's going on. And as soon as I told my doctor, man, he's like, that's nerve. You need to go get this checked out by a specialist. Oh, huh. I thought he was going to tell me, like I pulled something or it's something minor. And like, no, man, you're crippled. Good job. Yeah, man, don't be afraid of life. Life is going to happen. You might as well enjoy it. Enjoy it as much as you can.
Cray Bloodwing, you don't even know. I mean, come on, you just don't even know. You have no idea. I've calmed down a lot in my later years, but in my younger days, I was pretty crazy.
I did most of my craziness as a teen.
Oh, God.
Barry says 82nd Airborne. Awesome, dude. And thank you for your service, sir. But, oh, man, yeah. Monkey clearly needs a desk license. No, that's the part about this that pisses me off the most is I don't have a good story for it. It's like having a good cut on you, a good scar. Like, what happened? Yeah, I fell and hit a table. I have no good story for this. I need to make up one. Like, what happened? Well, me and Lady Monkey, we were getting real freaky. And I slipped, fell down the stairs, and this happened. There was too much lube around. I fell down the stairs, and here I am. Oh shit! Here comes the Dirty Dancing references. What did we said?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh? I'll take your word for it. Let's check out the hashtag. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, actually, now. Let's see. Well, we looked at it. Technically, it was yesterday, but the way these shows work out, sometimes the gap between it is a bit long. Has the Ass Crack team been at it yet?
I don't know. Teresa,
I'm not seeing Ass.
My wife and J Kid, some of you know my son J Kid, are so afraid of heights they can't even stand on a step stool. I'm not joking.
I'm afraid of heights, but I love roller coasters. You know what I like about roller coasters? I don't even like the ride. I love that fear I get right at the top.
Yeah.
That adrenaline rush right at the top, like I'm gonna die. And then the rest of it I don't even care about. I just love that height. Oh wow. Lamborghini traveling at high speed crashes into police car. Woo-hoo.
Oops.
Oh, that Lamborghini did not. Yeah, being made of fiberglass is not a real good idea.
They're made to go fast, not survive a collision.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'll throw the link in the chat here so you guys can go see it if you want to. There's a video there, not actual pictures. So, and I don't have the internet to show that with you. I hit enter. There we go. What else we got? The Ass Crack team must be asleep right now. 16-year-old Booga, is that how you say his name, wins the Fortnite World Cup solo finals. My family was actually watching that yesterday. Shroom sent that in. Yeah, they were that fucking thing is paying big money. I forget the exact dollar amounts, but man, I believe the winner got several $100,000 for Fortnite.
Oh,
That's
I
awesome.
know that esports is big business.
Yeah, it's I mean, they were watching some of it, and I'm watching the little part that I saw, and I realized all of their best players, and I'm not being mean here. It was the same. It's the same in a lot of games. All of their best players are campers. And if you guys don't know what a camper is, that's somebody who just sits and waits out the fight. A bunch of, we used to call them pussies back in the day. If you were a camper, man, they'd fuck with you constantly. What's wrong with you, you big puss? But that's apparently how you win Fortnite. So if you guys want to get rich, learn to camp in Fortnite. Yeah, I was watching like he's camping. What the fuck is he doing? Get out there, you puss. But yeah, bunch of campers, and whoever we still call them campers, says Johnny. Yeah, well, they call that one winner. What? I give up. I literally quit. I'm not even going to try and convince you not to name every freaking stream Monkey in the Morning anymore. It's Monkey in the Morning Show. That's the name of the show. I don't understand what the problem is. Besides, it's morning somewhere, Eve. It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching like, God damn, those. Go play Counter-Strike, you shitbag. I like maps that make it really, really hard to camp. But in Fortnite, you can build your own spot to camp. Like, I played Fortnite a couple of times. You know, I didn't enjoy it because camping is the easiest way to get ahead in that game.
Yeah, I wasn't too big a fan of it. I played it a couple times.
It's not horrible, and I see the appeal. It's got a cartoonish style, which what's the fuck? I'm not knocking the cartoonish style. Team Fortress had a very cartoony style, and people loved it. Yeah. So I understand that appeal. I think the gunplay mechanics suck.
Yeah.
Wabba Jack, thank you so much. Have you seen the Hello Kitty tit? No. It's apparently on hashtag MITAM. I'm not seeing it. I'll check the photos here separately in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I didn't like about it is that, you know, it wasn't like majorly. I didn't see anything that should have been of that big of a strain on my PC, but boy, it sure was on Fortnite.
Oh, there's a lot of particles and stuff up on your screen when you're playing that. Evil One says Fortnite is as boring as No Man's Sky.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is that a dig at Monkey?
I can see people seeing No Man's Sky as boring. You have to be thoughtful in that game. That's not nice. Anyway, that was mean. I apologize. No, I don't.
I don't know. I haven't
Nuts.
played it and haven't seen it played because you always are on when I'm fast asleep. You know, which the stream usually is. So.
Nuts says it was still morning here when he started. Thank you, Nuts. See? Ha.
It's still morning in Hawaii.
And Lindsay says it's still technically morning here too. To which Eve says, "Etu, cynical Lindsay." That's what you get. It's morning. It's morning somewhere.
Love you, chaos.
I love her too, but I'm not saying so when she's giving me shit about the name of my show. This one was sent in by Kathy. Melbourne mom, and I know I'm saying it wrong. I don't care. Melbourne mom reveals how $10 Kmart undies saved her life. All right. Who doesn't love a good Kmart hack? Single mom Belinda Gree definitely does, and she boldly credited her trusty $10 undies from the budget superstore with saving her life. Confused? Let me explain. After a few wines last Friday night, the 33-year-old from West Melton. Yeah, Melton. It's with an E, so that'd be Melton, right? Yeah. She pulled on her trusty undies and climbed into bed, only to be awoken by loud noises and raised voices outside. I jumped up and looked out of the window. There must have been about 20 youths on my driveway, smashing bottles and leaning against my car. Without thinking, she ran outside, telling them she called the police and they were on their way. I couldn't believe it when the mob started running away from me. I was in disbelief. But just as Belinda was about to praise herself for her stellar efforts, one of the youths called out something nasty. They told me to get back in the house because I was naked and they didn't want to see it. I jolted back inside and burst out laughing. My favorite high-waisted undies had literally saved my life from a scary gang. It's the best security system ever. What?
So her granny panties made it look like she was naked.
Yes, because they were flesh-colored.
Yeah.
You're lucky it wasn't a gang of rapists, you idiot.
No kidding. Which it does sound like my neighborhood.
But, okay, a couple of things here. One, you ran out and yelled that the police were coming. That might have had something to do it.
Yeah.
You also ran outside and yelled at them, which could have done it. And again, you're lucky they weren't rapists. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Can't stop long enough to throw a robe on?
Oh, God. I wonder if she actually did call the police, because I would have.
Because, oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I just about did the other day. I know you weren't on, but there's something about Tuesdays. The last 3 Tuesdays in a row, I haven't been able to stream. The first one, my wife had to have a colonoscopy. And so I took her to that. And then the second one, Dad had a doctor's appointment and it went way over long and I couldn't make it to that. But then, yeah, monkey. But last week, 15 minutes to go to stream time, I'm getting ready to go and my internet cuts out. And come to find out, the landlord had run over our cable with a lawnmower.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But anyway, the next day I was out there with the cable guy, who was a very nice young man, and we got to talking, and we had similar opinions. We talked for almost an hour about AOC and her buddies. But anyway, while we're standing out there, some moron down the street comes out and starts breaking bottles in the street. He's like, is he really doing what I think he's doing? Oh, yeah. Welcome to redneck heaven.
Sheil said he reposted the Hello Titty thing. It didn't repost here. Why is the hashtag? Did you just do it? And did you do it to the hashtag? Because it's the hashtag's not updating. All right, you know, let's refresh the screen and see if that does it. Nope. Still says the latest thing was posted 11 minutes ago. Huh. And that was Trump can't. Oh, wait, we got one from Jack first. Oh, a Florida man. Hell yeah. Got a Florida man. Thank you, Diesel Dave, who says, oh, shit, 1 in 7. Thank you so much, sir. Florida man on horseback arrested after burglarizing a home. Who takes a getaway horse to a robbery? A Florida man was arrested this weekend on burglary charges after he rode a horse to break into a house in Newport Richey. Security footage Let me stop for a second and let my brain catch up. My mouth and brain catch up. Security footage captured Lonnie Maddox, 52, nicknamed the Rooster, walking.
Yeah, they've come to kill the rooster.
Walking around outside the victim's property on Thursday morning, according to the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Maddox was accompanied by Angel, a brown horse. As Angel wandered away, Maddox seemed to be opening the property's screen porch before attempting to unlock the front door. He eventually decided the approach was futile and opted to enter through a back window. After he broke the back window, causing roughly $100 in damage, the owner of the house, Steve Ferguson, noticed the commotion on the security cameras and called authorities to report the incident. Who takes a getaway horse to the robbery? Ferguson told the Times. Yeah, so apparently this guy rode a horse to go rob a house. Good job, Rooster.
BG says, who takes a getaway horse to robbery? He says, I can see Bloodwing.
Bloodwing did it.
Hey, think about it. You hide that horse off in the bushes. Nobody's going to suspect a guy on horseback of robbing your house.
But once it happens, I mean, they'd be like, yeah, it's the guy on the horse that way.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's this one? Oh, this one comes to us from Caleb sent this one in. Trump can't stop calling people of color who criticize him racist. What? Trump can't stop calling people of color who criticize him racist. This is from Rolling Stone. You know what great journalists they are.
Yeah.
President Trump has been calling a lot of people racist lately. Most of these people, as it so happens, are people of color. This is not a coincidence. Trump's latest target is Reverend Al Sharpton. Oh, this is from, they've already got an article in Rolling Stone about him tweeting about Sharpton.
Oh, good grief.
Oh my God. Okay. Trump's latest target is Reverend Al Sharpton, who was in Baltimore on Monday following the president's tweet at the Congressional District of House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings. Blah, blah, blah. Sharpton, Trump wrote in a string of tweets, is a con man who hates whites and cops. Hollering that Sharpton hates whites is the latest example of Trump's pattern of gaslighting whenever he is accused of being racist. It goes like this. First, Trump levels a racist attack. Then, backed by conservative media and his lackeys in Congress, he claims the attack was not racist. Finally, he says the people of color he was attacking are the real racist. Well, okay, let's pause there for a second. Okay? Let's pause there for just a second. He criticized Cummings, and then he called Al Sharpton a racist. This says that Trump levels the racist attack, which would be the one at Cummings, which that wasn't a racist attack. So the next step should be him calling Cummings a racist by your own thing here. Finally, he says the people of color he was attacking are the real racists. Huh. You didn't think that one through, did you? That's all right. Neither will your readers. Your readers aren't going to put two and two together there. They can't count.
Well, anybody that uses gaslighting in the way that they did, because it doesn't mean what they seem to think it means there.
Yeah, I mean, if it's true, it's not gaslighting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Trump skipped straight to step 3 with Sharpton. But then he didn't have step 1. You don't, your timeline doesn't work, dipshit. Yeah, look, he called Sharpton a racist because Sharpton's a racist.
Yeah.
He's got a long history of being a racist.
And that's been a well-known fact since at least the 80s, maybe before.
What is going on here? Why are the photos for MSS News not, or, oh, I'm on MSS News. That's why. I'm on the wrong fucking hashtag. Sorry, ass crack team. I was on MSS News instead of Monkey in the
Oops.
Morning. Remember, guys, if you want me to look at something, I'm probably not going to be able to find it. Shit. That was a good one, Frank. Why won't it let me get to the hashtag? There. Okay, now. Oh, ash crack
Who
team,
knows
y'all.
with that new Twitter?
But now it's not doing it. Even the latest isn't showing the latest. The earliest is from the 20. Hang on. The ass crack team deserves their There we go. Ooh, Sarah, well done. Mr. Hugh also. Oh my God, Shio. I've seen the Hulk picture before. I can't show that one on screen, guys. Oh, and there's Hello Titty. Okay. We can show that on screen because it's covered. Good job covering the nipple. That's what we have to do around here.
Yeah.
There's Hello Titty, y'all. All right, moving on. Becca, oh my goodness. Oh damn, y'all are on it. Y'all are on it. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. As always, guys, you can send stories over here. You can send memes over here. And Jesus Christ. And of course, the beautiful ladies that you would like to share with us. Remember, nipples and vaginas need to be covered in some manner.
Yep.
Just because this is a hashtag we took over from One Direction, and their fans still come here, and I don't want to be the ones that cause them to lose their shit the first time they see a titty. Yeah. Wow.
It's sheer rap, and that's the safest thing Bloodwing has seen me share this week. I got to tell you, the yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday. Yes, I said Saturday.
Saturday. Hashtag Saturday, y'all.
He had us all cracked up the last 10 minutes telling his jokes.
There we go. Excuse me. I want to share something. We're getting into objectification time, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's what I do. Because remember, I'm like the man show, but not afraid of being a man. You see this picture here, and I'm not even talking about how pretty she is, because she is very, very attractive. You see the rest of her. Look below the neck. You see that?
Uh-huh.
How suggestive that is?
Right.
Without actually being hoary. Don't get me wrong. I like hoary women. But this is the kind of thing that will make me just sit there for hours and go, oh, I want to see the rest.
Yeah.
Suggestive 9 times out of 10 is better than just naked. Unless you actually want to jerk off to it. Just saying.
Yeah.
But that is just, that is an awesome, whoever, because that is, of course, posed. That is amazing. That's a nice look. Shoot for that look, ladies. Instead of what is this? All right, I guess this is one for you country girls out there. Fuck. I lost my train of thought.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you look at what's on screen there, you'll see why. I have the best audience. You guys are amazing.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Grill and Pirate Pete sent that one in. No Life King. No Life King has been what's the word? Prolific in sharing the other day. Shio, thank you. Stinking of garlic. Oh God. Shio. That's funny, but you're gonna get me in trouble because this is definitely a too soon joke.
Oh.
Stinking of garlic, the people of California's Garlic Gilroy event fled from the sound of gunfire. An old World War II vet thought it was the French army again.
Oh.
Shio, go sit in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
On time out, dude.
Pat says you ain't lived till you had a corn-fed country girl. I ain't had a corn-fed country girl.
Ooh, I've had more than my share.
I got married young. And by the time I moved to the country, I wasn't allowed to have corn-fed country girls. And my wife, oh wow, that is a nice Leia outfit. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, I got married fairly young. I was 23, 22, 23, 23. I think. But yeah, I was pretty
Sarah.
active before that.
Sarah, I like when they send in pictures specifically for me. These girls, oh, beach volleyball chicks, yes. Sorry, guys, yeah, I'm objectifying women that you can't see at the moment. It's my time. No, I got married at 18 to a girl I've been with since I was 16. So yeah, my hoeing days was over by then. Anyhow, you got a show today? No, yours is tomorrow, right? What day is this? This is Monday.
Yeah, this is Monday.
Monday. Hashtag Monday. I'm just gonna keep saying it. They're making you say days of the week.
Y'all act like you're surprised that I talk funny.
I'm not. It's just funny to me when I hear it because it is such a redneck way to say it.
Yes, yeah.
Rednecks and old Jews say it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So when I do hear it, it always I like it. It's something I actually like. Hey, if I didn't think I would sound retarded moving in, you have to have certain accents to make that work.
Yeah.
Like if I just started saying Monday for no reason, it's like, did he get a head injury?
Oh, yeah. I get a lot of people to say that they like my accent, but then I also get a lot of people that say you sound retarded.
Well, yeah, because Monkey is a freaking racist. What did he say? Old Jews? I did. What's wrong with saying old Jews? They exist.
Yeah,
they're out there. Hitler didn't get them all.
Yeah.
Some of them lived and turned into old Jews. No, there's a great episode of Third Rock from the Sun. For those of you who don't know, hang on. I'm pouring drink. This is the sound, if you can hear it, of the nectar of the gods being poured. There we go. A little Diet Pepsi in my day. Third Rock from the Sun. It was a show from the 90s, I think.
I think so.
John Lithgow, that big blonde bitch who was cute but had the pug nose. French Stewart and the dude who played Robin in Batman Returns. Is that the name of the last? Anyway, yeah.
Jane Curtin.
But anyway, they what?
And Jane Curtin.
Oh yeah, she was Lithgow's love interest. Yeah. There were 4 aliens that came back, and Tommy was the youngest one of them in the Earth body. He was a child, but he was actually the oldest of all of the aliens. And during one episode, he just decides to retire. And he goes to a retirement home and suddenly starts talking like all the people there. Like starts talking Monday, Tuesday, and of course, all of the people in there, they were little old Jews. I didn't make it that way.
Thank you, functional Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Gordon-Levitt, yes. Who since that has become kind of a douche in real life, but his acting is okay. Who to follow? House Democrats. Yeah, why not? I'll do that. I thought I was following old Shumi.
Kingslayer, Damocles. I say Warsh.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah.
It's funny. My mom talked like a redneck. There's a reason I say y'all instead of you all or any of that.
And it's not that I don't know the correct way to say things. It's just I just say what comes to mind. You know, that's just how I talk.
Pincalo says, "Oh wow, people don't know what Third Rock from the Sun was. God, I'm starting to feel as old as you two." Well, Third Rock from the Sun was on Netflix for like 3 months.
Yeah,
and I recommended it to people to go watch it because it was season 5 was kind of
yeah,
and season 6 sucked, but the first 4 seasons that were fucking amazing. They were excellent.
Oh, dude, Lithgow can be just a comedic genius. You know,
well. One of the early episodes, I think it's actually episode 3 or 4 in the series, could never be made today. Go figure, a show from the 90s that couldn't be made today. Sally, who's the girl, and she was a big bitch. Kirsten Johnson, is that her name? Kirsten Johnson. I can't remember.
Sounds right.
But look her up. She's big, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Tall. But her and Tommy go into a bar to get change. And it's immediate to anybody who's watching that this is a gay bar. And them being aliens and not familiar with the concept of homosexuality, didn't understand it was a gay bar.
Yeah.
So Sally hooks up with this guy there, who throughout the show, they have this great relationship until at one point he sees her get undressed and realizes she's actually a woman and not a dude in drag. And breaks it off. Yeah, it's a great. It was such a great episode. All of the jokes that they make in that, because there's one joke where French Stewart he's doing magic that episode, and he was trapped in the closet, so he jumps out of the closet. He's like, "I'm out of the closet," and the gay guy goes, "I love this family." It was just funny.
Yeah, and technically that would have made Sally gay, because wasn't Sally really male in a female body?
I believe so. But then there's also times in the when they describe the aliens, they almost seem non-binary like that.
Right.
Because like they do have moms and dads, but yeah, it's a weird, complicated thing. You shouldn't put too much thought into. But yeah, they do make it. You made me be the woman.
Yeah.
There's a great one where Sally and Dick trade bodies, and the other two guys ask when Dick becomes Sally, ask if they can see Sally's boobs. And he's like, sure, but the real Sally stops him. It's go watch it if you guys haven't seen it. You can pick up the whole series like on Amazon. I used to be able to for cheap. It's
a great show. Great.
Really good show. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And again, it was, what one of my favorite things about that is, and something you just don't see anymore. That was one of the shows that was actually filmed before a live audience, and the whole thing was actually very much done like a play. Instead of like 500 shoots and everything, this was done on just like a couple of little stages that they did. So if you actually pay attention, it's like watching a play. And if you go and see some of the blooper reels, it's a lot of fun that way. But you don't see that kind of presentation anymore. It's all it's too produced these days.
Yep.
I miss the old way, because they actually caught a lot of good things that they
heck, I'm old enough to remember when commercials were live.
Oh yeah. Because you're old as fuck.
Yeah.
Very different being on stage in front of an audience. Yeah. Do you remember when they used to film in front of a live studio audience?
Oh yeah, and some of the best shows ever were filmed in front of All in the Family.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. God.
I just loved when they did it, because it was like almost a fuck you to the people using laugh tracks.
Yeah.
Which
were some of my favorite outtakes ever of a live show like that would be the Carol Burnett show.
Oh yeah.
That crew were just nuts. It was their goal in life, especially Tim Conway to crack everybody else up.
To see it, yeah. As much as he was there for the audience, he was there to, especially what's his name? The two of them were always together. The guy that was in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, my brain just. If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
Chad will get it long before we do. Harvey Dent. No, that's Batman. Harvey
Korman. Thank you.
Korman. Thank you. Yeah. See, I told you, Chad would get it before we did. Yeah. His Conway's whole shtick was to try to bust up Korman, and he did it a lot.
I'm sure a lot of you have seen the famous dentist bit, where Tim Conway was playing a dentist and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Harvey admitted that he actually wet himself a little bit during that bit? He was laughing so hard.
Oh, Kyler says, speaking of live commercials, time to show yourself, Monkey. Okay, yes. Don't forget, guys, Ranting Monkey is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the channel, hit the like button, share. You can donate. Bloodwing, you have a thing you can throw into chat for donations?
Sure, I'll have to pull it up, but yeah. I don't much think about shilling myself when I go on other people's stuff.
Oh no, if you're on my show, you can. Oh, and Bloodwing, she nuts as she always does has been promoting you as well. Thank you for dropping those links, sweetheart. There's the links to the Streamlabs. You can also donate through the what's that called? Super chat.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always forget the word super chat. Mischiefly inanimate. Thank you so much. Can't actually stop to listen because of work, but wanted to throw some of my Jew coin at you to support the ramen habits.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not, this is something I never understood about bigotry and racism and discrimination and all that, especially if in a business. Why would you turn away anybody's money? Yeah. If you're in business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I get an F for my Twitter for the next 12 hours? What did you did, Frosted? What did you did now? I just recommended people to follow you on Twitter the other day, and you're getting yourself in trouble. That's why you should follow them, y'all. But no, I never understood that. If you're in business and people have money they want to give you, why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
And I understand, because like you had the guy with the cake and he's like, I'm not doing that. Okay, I mean, it's your business, but don't you like money? I like money. And if I was going into business, I'd be like, hey, I'll take your Jew money, take your black money, your white money, your Asian money. I will take your trans money. I'll take your gay money. I'll take all the monies. Because if I was going into business, that would be my whole fucking reason.
Yeah. Why else go into business?
It was my response to Bette Midler's Blackground tweet. What did you say? I missed it. For those of you who don't know, the other day, Bette Midler suggested that the black people at a Trump rally had been paid to be part of the, quote, Blackground.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing, or maybe knowing, that she was being racist as fuck there. That's racist as fuck. Look, those black people, they can't think for themselves. They don't. They're like monkey. They only work for money. Yeah, because black people, they can't possibly support Trump. I love watching videos of white assholes yelling about racism to a black guy in a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them on YouTube, man, because these people have no self-awareness at all. They're fucking retarded. I'm convinced they're actually retarded.
A lot of cognitive dissonance going on there, yeah.
You're wearing a racist hat. How dare you, sir? Yeah, you're suggesting he can't think for himself because he need to get in line, right? He needs to get in line and think how you told him to. Otherwise, he's one of them bad Negroes who's what's the word? Indoctrinated, or Pat, they have no self-worth. I know, right? Oh, I should have asked Pat, you working or you want to come hang out? I don't understand. I'm gonna go on a rant against racism again.
Go ahead.
I don't understand this shit. I don't. If you want to argue against somebody's policies, fine. If you want to, Pat, I'll get you the link here in just a second, bud. You guys have to wait because Pat is more important than what I'm saying right now.
That's right.
God, trying to figure out this new Twitter is
pissing me off. I hate it. Every time I log into it, I feel like I'm getting a hug and I didn't give permission. Like, go away.
Well, one of the things I really hate about it is under the old Twitter, and we'll get back to what I was talking about in a minute, but under the old Twitter, if you went to your messages, it just popped up it was an overlay.
Yeah.
And now it's an actual new screen, and you go back, oh shit, I missed what I was trying to look at. Anyway, did Monkey talk about the hottest take yet? You'll have to let me know what that is. These fucking assholes, and the idea that black people, if you're not thinking how they tell you to, then they're not thinking for themselves. Like, do you even get what you're saying, you stupid shit? Black people would agree with me if they only knew everything I know. Yeah, it can't be that they disagree with you. How can that be? No. Because all black people are exactly alike. And if
Of course, just
I
like
hate
all
that
white
shit.
people, we're
Well,
all racist pieces of crap.
look, all honkies are the same.
Yeah.
That's just fact. Hey, Pat, how you doing, my friend?
What up, everybody?
Hey, Pat.
How you been, man?
I just got off work a few minutes ago, and I was sitting right here relaxing. And I saw Monkey in the morning. I'm like, oh man, Monkey in the afternoon now.
It's morning somewhere, Pat.
Oh yeah,
Oh, look at them beautiful abs.
yeah. Trying my best to keep a hold though. Like this issue. Ah,
It gets hard,
yeah.
man. It gets hard to stay motivated, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, especially if achieve my status right now. In a few more months, I'm going to be officially over the hill at 41.
Wait. I'm over the hill.
What?
I'm
Well,
44.
we're all over the hill, but we're still in our prime.
If that's over the hill, then I'm already down through the valley and on my way up the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going up and down hills for the rest of the time.
Yeah, that's what they call it now. Like everybody over 40 is considered over the hill now. It used to be I think it used to be 60, but then it seemed like every generation they keep going down and down. Before you know it, hell shit. 18-year-old gonna be considered over the hill.
Which is weird because on the other side, I mean, they're raising what a child is. I mean, you're still a child well into your 20s these days.
Yeah. Well, some act like it.
They do. Which, I mean, we were just talking about some of those people yelling at somebody because they're wearing a hat you don't like. Did you guys, we talked about it on the show. This was a couple weeks ago. The asshole who tweeted out about a restaurant that kicked him out. Because,
oh, yeah, that guy.
For the chat, what happened? This asshole, he's in his favorite restaurant. And some guy walks in with his girlfriend and a MAGA hat. And so he went up and challenged him about they don't let Nazis in there. And he was shocked. Well, and then apparently the guy's girlfriend poked him in the chest. But they threw him out instead of the evil Nazi and the poking girl.
As I'm saying, like these people came in minding their own business. He felt that, because they were wearing a MAGA hat, he felt that, it was his duty to go and harass these folks, and he's surprised that he got tossed out. That's what I.
It was like, you were being an asshole. What did you expect to happen? Oh, that's right. He was wearing a hat. You're a fucking moron.
Oh,
Jack says, I retweeted it again to you and Bloodwing and Monkey in the Morning. Okay. Is this one? Okay. Also, as far as I understand it, Antifa is not an organization at all. It is a vaguely Middle Eastern sounding label coined by right wingers to demonize people who disagree with them. What? Antifa is a label coined by right wingers. What?
Who's saying this?
Some rando over on Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, he's actually just a rando. He was He was responding to Kisam Rashad Esquire, who is a Virginia Senate District 28 Democratic nominee, who said Nazis killed 405,000 Americans in World War II. KKK killed 5,000 Americans since 1865. White nationalists, time up. Then he said not designated as a terror organization. I thought the KKK was designated as that a long time ago.
A long time.
He goes on to say white nationalists killed 313 Americans since 1995, not designated as a terror organization. White nationalist isn't an organization, you idiot. It's a moronic philosophy. Antifa killed 0 Americans ever. Clearly a terrorist organization. Yeah, you know why they're a terrorist organization? Because they terrorize people. They beat up an old Jew who was trying to go to the bathroom because they thought he was on the wrong side. Yeah, that's not terrorism at all.
That's terrorism. That's oh, they haven't killed anybody, so therefore, it's not so bad. Like that's how these dumbasses think. Like,
oh man.
I think before she blocked me, Chrissy Acid tried to argue that shit with me, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Jacob said we saw this last night. No words for how retarded it is. That's That's a whole level of retarded I wasn't expecting. The right wing made up the term Antifa. It's literally a shortening of anti-fascist, which they embrace.
Yep.
They did this, not us. Nobody. Oh God, it's because it makes it sounds vaguely Middle Eastern. Is that what that asshole really said?
Yeah, I just love when they start pointing out all the bad things that the people on the supposed right have done. Though it doesn't make it okay. Okay, there's bad things that's happened under every philosophy.
Mm-hmm. And that's the wild part. Like I said, these are things that I'm saying that the right has supposedly done, not actually done. While meanwhile, you can point out everything that they've done.
Vaguely Middle Eastern sounding label. Does that sound Middle Eastern to anybody? Antifa?
No.
I always thought it was like a nickname for a fat ant. Anti-fat. The left are just as guilty about whataboutism as much as the right. Everybody does some whataboutism. They do. And sometimes it's a valid question. A lot of times it's not. I saw somebody get into an argument the other day. Oh, God, who was it? I can't even remember. But no, it was a right-winger who did it. Somebody from the left wing made an argument. We'll call it argument A. And this person was a right-winger who made argument B that had nothing to do with argument A. But it was a whataboutism. And people think that's a genuine argument. It's only a genuine argument when they go together. If you're talking about terrorism, yeah, you can bring up actual groups.
See you, chaos.
But if you're going to bring up the KKK, Democrats started that. You might want to start,
Yeah.
Might be worth mentioning.
Yeah, everybody be bringing it up
because it's true, and they want to pretend it's not. Just because, here's the thing. I still think the Democratic Party is the most racist party that's out there. They're just they hide the way they do it.
Mm-hmm.
They do it in with these days it's the soft bigotry of low expectations. That shit. Pat, you can never do anything by yourself. You need my white ass to help you.
Oh, I've been told that many a times.
Like, yeah. The big buff black dude there needs my cripple ass to help him.
Yeah, like I said, remember the one guy who told me, I'm saying, like the only reason why I'm the way I am because probably somebody white in my family helped me.
Right, yeah.
Like,
that's the shit. They don't even see how racist that is.
They do. They just know that the people who they're virtue signaling to don't see it, or they just refuse to see it. Like,
fair enough. Maybe the people who are pushing that shit do, but the people who are following it, they're like, no, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. They know their followers are dumb and gullible.
Yeah, and it hurts my brain, man. It hurts my brain.
Oh man. Like Alyssa Milano, oh my God, that's the stuff that she be got. I think she dropped down a tweet or something like that, talking about, we need to fight off racism, not just on social media and this and that. And I'm like, really? This coming from a woman who called Kanye West a token?
Yeah,
like people forgot that.
Thank you, Diesel Dave. You know what's really good? Iced tea and Fireball. Isn't Fireball a cinnamon liquor?
Yep, I've never had it with iced tea before. I'm
not a cinnamon kind of guy, really. Especially not in alcohol. Alcohol is enough burn for me. Speaking of Alyssa Milano, she just tweeted this out. I keep getting DMs asking me if I'm okay. Truth is, I'm feeling hopeless. Mass shootings, corruption, lies, racism, xenophobia, crimes against humanity. And the Republican Party is not standing up to the tyranny. It's a lot. Bitch, this isn't a play. This isn't a movie you're in. You don't got to be so dramatic.
That's all she knows. That's all she knows.
Oh my God.
She's just trying to stay relevant because, she really hasn't been relevant since, Charmed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said she's gotten a couple of she's got a couple of roles ever since then and stuff like that, basically from Netflix and uh and from channels that people really don't freaking watch and things like that. But other than that, yeah, she really isn't relevant. That's why she's jumping on the politics now.
That's mass shootings, corruption, lies, racism, xenophobia, and crimes against humanity. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alyssa, go have a Xanax. I'm sure you can find a doctor that'll let you have some.
Yeah, I'm saying, you narcissistic motherfucker.
Can you imagine going through your life just looking for every reason that you can to be unhappy?
No, I search out the happiness part, man. I
do
look for the
too.
silver linings. Even with things like this, you know what? My neck thing sucks. But if it didn't happen, I wouldn't know you guys. I wouldn't get to do what I'm doing right now.
Mm.
Which I really love. This is, if I had my way, my whole life, I would have just been entertaining people. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun talking and laughing and looking at the news and going, wow, that's fucking retarded. She can have some of my Xanax. I have enough for all of us. Hit me up. Xanax is, look, I am not a pill popper. I don't like taking pills. I hate that I have to take these pills every fucking day. But I like Xanax. When I've had Xanax, it's usually very small doses to help me go through a MRI because I'm very claustrophobic. But that feeling, Robin Williams used to make the joke about, having a drug called Fuck It All.
Mm-hmm.
That is Xanax, man. You pop one of those and you're just like, I don't care. I don't care about nothing.
Yeah, I heard Xanax mellows you out, but it's like, I never had no use for it.
Mellow you out is a good way to put it. And I realize that I think that's a drug that the more you take it, the less effective it is. My dosage is 1 milligram, 4 times the normal amount. Yeah, that would just put me in a coma, man. I had that. I was just like, I don't care. Life is so good. I don't care. I was in the MRI machine and it was taking longer than they thought. And they go, "Are you okay in there? This is taking. We're having trouble getting this part. Are you okay?" I'm like, I don't care. Just keep going. Do whatever you need to do. I was laying there listening to the hospital. They let you listen to music while you're in there, and they use Pandora. Had them put it on a 3 Doors Down station, which, for those of you who don't use Pandora, they'll give you a 3 Doors Down song every now and then similar music along the way. So I'm just in there. My eyes are closed. I'm listening to the music. I'm just like, I don't even know where I am. This is the best thing ever. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Monkey doesn't take drugs. Because I get way too into it.
You just described.
I know myself.
You just described the entire decade of the 70s for me.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, man.
That is the only drug I've ever taken that I got that way with. I'm not even that way with alcohol. I mean, alcohol makes me giggly, but it's not something I really like to do that often. Every so often, it's like, let's do that. But Xanax, man, I would take that shit every day. Jack says, I like Xanax, the stupor of everyone who's ever taken Xanax. Oh, that stuff is amazing. I don't know what it is. That's got to be made out of like angel titties or something. It is just.
Oh, and on that note, I'll be right back, guys.
He's gonna go get some angel titties. So Xanax makes Monkey feel like, shh, just let it happen. Yes, it does. That should be their slogan. Just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, I don't like drugs. When they gave me I've been on Vicodin, I've been on Oxy, I've been on Tylenol 4, which is it's just got the codeine in it, a bigger dose of the Tylenol, I believe it is, that's in there. I've been on all kinds of I don't like any of it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I've had morphine when I had my first surgery. They gave me one of those morphine buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I used it once. And I woke up, I was in a lot of pain. And I called the nurse in and she told me, I'm like, okay. And it put me right back to sleep. Like, all right. And then when I woke up, I never used it again. Cause like, nah, I do not like that feeling of not being in control. At least with the Xanax, I still felt like I was in control of myself. I just didn't give a fuck. Diesel Dave, thank you. Alcohol depends on the kind of mood I'm in, really. Yeah, you know, for me, alcohol is more of a fun thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's
like
celebratory.
Yeah, like when I want to relax and all that right there, you know. I
Yeah,
ain't like back in my, 20s when I got out of the military and shit like that, where you just want to get, you just want to get toasted just to get shit.
Sure. Yeah, my dad, he had 2 bouts with alcoholism, and both of them were depression related. Now, I don't remember the first one real well. I was 3 or 4 when he finally came out of it. Thanks to church, actually. My mom got him into church, and yeah, he sobered right up. And then when her and my brother died, man, yeah, he just went into a bottle. He'd go to work every day, he'd come home and drink until he passed out. Don't feel sorry, guys. It was still an okay childhood, but I never wanted to be like that, you know. Never wanted to be. My depression, I just embrace it. I'll go sit somewhere by myself, get it out of my system, and then go back out and have fun. If you're going to drink alcohol, drink it because you're happy. Yes, exactly. Have a good time. It's a party, man. And
drink because you want to relax. That's what I do. It's like once I hit that right there, while I'm in like that relaxed zone, I'm like, all right, that's it for me. And usually I'm at the house, if I'm over at a friend's house and things like that, I'll be all right until I see some stuff about to go down. All right, I'm out.
Yep. We were
do drunk. Huh?
Oh, real quick, Diesel Dave, thank you. I've been depressed for about a year now. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you find a way out of that.
I'm saying
that's not a fun place to be.
No, it's not.
No, we were at we went on a double date with my friend. He'd gotten divorced, and actually had set him up with a coworker of mine. And so we decided to go to a double date for their first date. And I got smashed, man. I got fucking smashed. But these 3 guys came in and they started just being assholes, like we're bumping people and shit. I'm like, honey, we need to leave right now. She's like, why? I'm like, because I really want to fight. Like, that's not a good idea. Like, we gotta go. It's like you need to get me out of here before something bad happens. And I never let myself get past that point. If I am starting to lose control of shit, like, nah, I'm done. Now, I will tell you, if I start drinking and we're out, I give my wife my wallet immediately because I'm an over tipper when I'm sober. I don't want to pay $100 for a shot, you know. You keep the rest of that.
I'll say, Yeah, I can see like that. The female service be like, "Oh, there go a monkey right there. I got him.
I just I only drink if it's for fun. Cryptic, thank you. I'm so wrongly, oh so wrongly. That's a thinker. Anybody want to help me out with that?
I'm so wrongly.
Lonely.
Oh, wrongly. Gotcha.
Oh, now I get it.
I get you. I'm so wrongly. Yeah. Team America. I got you. I needed somebody. I needed a old redneck to explain it to me.
I'm surprised he ain't did the Wong Ho yet.
Oh, thank you, Elwin, for subscribing. I guarantee you, YouTube didn't tell him about me. Poor Ranty Monkey still can't read. Excuse me. I read that exactly as it was written. I didn't screw that up at all. Net, you be nice to me. I want credit when I do get it right. Damn. All right, let's find one good story to end on, gentlemen. Because Monkey's gonna go game for a little bit and then go back to bed. Let's see what's going on here. Well, that seems like a good one to talk about for just a moment. It'll come up. It's a short story. TSA finds missile launcher in passenger's checked bag.
Say what?
What?
A traveler flying into Maryland Airport from Kuwait packed a missile launcher in his checked bag in the hopes of keeping it as a souvenir, officials said. You can't. Okay. Oh, God. Transportation Security Administration agents at Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport spotted the inert missile launcher in a Jacksonville, Texas man's checked bags early Monday, wrote TSA spokesperson Lisa Farbstein in a tweet later in the day. That doesn't have to be one sentence. Jesus fuck. TSA officers at BWI Airport detected this missile launcher in a checked bag early this morning. Man said he was bringing it back from Kuwait as a souvenir. A souvenir of what? Exactly. Did you use it? They went on to say perhaps he should have picked a keychain instead. Police questioned the traveler, who explained that he's an active duty military member and allowed him to catch his connecting flight, according to TSA press release. The missile launcher was confiscated. Diesel Dave, thank you. I think my TV died. It won't turn on. Yeah, that sounds like a dead TV. And this is it, guys. I'm
like, what in his right mind will make him think that, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? This would be all right to bring home right there. Can I keep it?
What in the actual hell? It's got some stickers on it too. Why didn't he ship it to himself? Can't you do something like that?
That probably would have been much easier.
How dumb do you have to be to bring a missile launcher onto an airplane?
I'm like, for Christ's sakes, man, they wouldn't let me bring jelly onto a plane.
And this guy live in a world from Florida.
Yeah, you can't take shampoo in a bottle bigger than what, like 3 ounces?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's see if we can't sneak a missile launcher past TSA.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to board a plane once with a Zippo lighter, and they said nope. So you either have to throw it away or go mail it back to yourself. So,
yeah, I mean, like,
sorry, I do have one more story. Undoom just tweeted this out. It's a story from the UK. Pet dog is dragged alongside a car by the neck on a busy road because, quote, there was no space for it in the vehicle. Passenger was caught. What? Yeah. Passenger was caught dragging a dog on a leash alongside a road in South China. Driver's been caught on camera dragging a dog alongside a vehicle by its neck on a busy road in South China, sparking accusations of animal abuse and complete disregard for the safety of other road users. You think?
I'm saying.
Jeez.
Footage filmed by witnesses as well as traffic cameras show a male passenger holding the exhausted pooch on a leash as it struggles to keep up with the car. Small red car was traveling at speeds of 8 kilometers per hour. That's almost 5 miles per hour, guys, across the city center, causing a hazard to other drivers. Oh, dear God. There's video footage, guys. I'll throw the link into chat. I'm not a dog person, seriously, but no. It was a funny joke in National Lampoon's Vacation, but it's not funny in real life.
Yeah, let's I am a dog lover, and let's do the same to this guy.
Wait, you say it's in China? Is it China or the UK? Did you say UK?
It was in China. This was a story out of the UK. I screwed up there. The female driver later told police that the pooch belonged to her friend, and they decided to walk the dog home because there was no space in the vehicle.
James Colley in China, that was to go lunch.
I wasn't going to make the joke. Anyway, yeah, fuck that lady.
Damn.
Okay, 5 miles an hour might not seem like a lot, and yeah, a dog could keep up with that for a minute or so, but they get tired just like we do.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Christ, what is wrong with people? This whole world, man. This whole world.
Man, I'm saying world going insane.
Sometimes I hate people, and this is one of them. Yeah, don't hurt animal. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Oh,
I'm not some hippie fucking vegan, but if that's your pet, why are you treating it like that?
Yeah.
You walk it home. Why didn't you walk your ass with it?
no, that's what I'm saying. I wonder what the people look like.
They're little Asian ladies, so and this was a little tiny two-seater car, which is fine. But then one of you walks the dog home and the other one drives. Oh, fucking I hate people. Anyway, with that, guys, I think we're gonna wrap this up. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, and I need to get up and stretch a little bit. Probably will do a go play some games in a little bit. I'm really, really enjoying No Man's Sky. It's an interesting game. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. They did something mean to me last night. I left the game to log off for the night, and I was like, let's log back in real quick, because if you're in a space station, ships that you can buy if you have enough money fly in. And like one of the best ships in the game that I have no possibility of buying flies in. It's like, you motherfuckers, I wasn't even playing. I was just looking. Yeah, it flew it right in front of me. I was like, that's just mean. You guys are dicks. But so, yeah. Diesel Dave, thank you. You should see the way I treat my dog. You'd love to be him. Dave, I know you love your dog, man. Yeah. Seeing your dog on camera with you the one time when you were over with Scribbles, it was great. I love when you can tell somebody really loves their animal. I really do, because they're sweet. I love.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have one.
Any dog I've ever had has been a very, very spoiled part of the family.
Dude, man, we had a dog, and then we had lots of cats, and those cats and the dog, and he ran away. He probably dumbass dog. He liked to run off, and he was big and brown with the underside of his tail being white, and his tail was always up.
Yeah,
and he ran off during deer season. We haven't seen him since.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, yeah, but yeah, our animals are spoiled as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out on this Monday. I appreciate the donations more than I can tell you. I really do. Thank you for supporting the show that way. Pat, is there anything you'd like to shill out today?
I just put my latest video on my Psycho Rick channel into the chat right there. So if y'all get a chance, check that out. It's about that Ricardo Lopez guy back in the day that stalked Bjork. And
okay.
I'm starting to, really throw out some content on that channel right there. I need to put some less stuff on my Your Boy Pat channel, but I've been really concentrating on this one lately.
All righty. And Bloodwing, is there anything you'd like to shill out on this Monday?
Well, of course, tomorrow at 2:30 EST it will be an episode of Redneck Radio. Check that out. Who knows? Monkey might even be there. He shows up from time to time. And of course, on Sundays, because I'm getting really proud of this series, is Redneck Track. So check that out.
It.
Diesel Dave, thank you so much. Says my old man died about 3 months ago. That's the one he's talking about. Is the dog that was on there? Yeah, he was a beautiful dog too, man. I'm sorry that happened. Let's see. Tonight is what is it? Monday. It's Monday. I just said that several times and I forgot what fucking day it was. This Monday we're going to be on Satsu 2 cents for Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Then we'll be over on 2 cents plus for some more co-op gaming. Me and Satsu playing No Man's Sky together, and Lope's been jumping in the game. That's been fun too. So come check that out. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Pat and Bloodwing, thanks for hanging out. Everybody have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.